Reverend Dr. Mark E. Whitlock Jr.'s journey at REID Temple began in March 2019. Reverend Dr. Lee P. Washington retired as senior pastor after 37 years, and the baton was passed to Reverend Whitlock and his wife, First Lady Reverend Hermia Shagag Whitlock.
I'm praying with them that the Spirit of God will move upon both of them in this place. To God be the glory. Oh Lord.
After a successful growth-filled 20-year pastorate at Christ Our Redeemer AME Church in Irvine, California, the Whitlocks were appointed and anointed for a new assignment. A spirit-filled and passionate leader, Pastor Whitlock came with a vision for REID Temple, moving the congregation into greater spiritual growth and levels of kingdom building. He hit the ground running to start engaging both the REID Temple congregation and its community.
The mission of the African Methodist Episcopal Church is ministry to the social, spiritual, and economic needs of all believers. We must make sure that we never leave or lose that mission.
Initiatives like Debt Free for Thee were introduced to change members' understanding of what it means to owe no man. Young adults were growing their knowledge on wealth building through the Billionaires Club. Community outreach and evangelism training efforts were introduced as the church set out to fulfill the vision of building the beloved community. Big, bold partnerships with Prince George's County Public Schools, the banking community, Prince George's County Police Department. On Sunday, March 8, 2020, we celebrated Pastor Whitlock earning his Doctor of Divinity from Payne Memorial. And then it happened. On Thursday, March 12, 2020, REID Temple, like many others around the world, had to close its physical doors due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
During the pandemic, we really had to shift to a 100% virtual church, where no longer were we meeting in the sanctuary. One of the things that we were real good about and real thankful for was that we had some young people who were very aware of social media, very aware of how to present yourself on video.
Pastor Whitlock lovingly and courageously forged ahead to shepherd REID Temple through the pandemic, even amid personal grief with the passing of his mother, Evelyn Whitlock. Though the physical doors were closed, the doors of ministry remained open for the congregation and the community. Pastor Whitlock regularly called members and their families for check-ins and prayers. He galvanized a pastoral care team who were enlisted to support those in need through welfare calls, prayer calls, and even grocery deliveries. Members remained engaged through virtual updates and prayer meetings. It was Pastor Whitlock's encouragement of and belief in people that empowered REID Temple to leverage talented staff, volunteers, and state-of-the-art audio-visual equipment to transform REID Temple's online presence. Everything from worship services and Bible study to signature events like Christmas at the Temple, Easter at the Temple, and the Impact Leadership Conference was adapted to keep effective, Christ-centered ministry going in the virtual environment. Creative ministry leaders planned and hosted online choir rehearsals, fellowships, and ministry meetings. New opportunities for spiritual enrichment and engagement were birthed, such as the weekly young adult-focused Millennial Conversations, Bible study, and the 6 a.m. Rise Up, Wake Up, Pray Up, prayer and worship service. Under Pastor Whitlock's leadership, REID Temple Ministries fought food insecurity through food distributions and grocery card giveaways. Church and community members in need were provided financial assistance with mortgage, rent, and utilities.
We started partnering with Illuminous Health Doctors Hospital. That partnership gave birth to about 30,000 vaccinations. REID Temple was filled all the way around the block in the wintertime with people coming of all various races, ethnicities, genders, coming to be vaccinated.
Pastor Whitlock was regularly called upon to weigh in on planning and served on the Maryland Governor's Task Force for Faith-Based Reopening. Led by Pastor Whitlock and REID Temple leaders, REID Temple returned to in-person worship in August 2021. REID Temple embraced the new normal, a hybrid church. While many walk through the doors of the sanctuary masked and ready for an in-person experience, many others from across the nation and globe excitedly tuned in from their devices to continue worshiping online. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." REID Temple's new vision, mission, and strategic goals were shared in a special State of the Church service in May 2022. REID Temple staff, volunteers, and new partners like CVS and Capital Area Food Bank are working to achieve these strategic goals. Several community engagement opportunities are in the works to bring lost souls to Christ and meet the needs of a multi-generational congregation. And REID Temple AME Church is celebrating its beloved pastor, Reverend Dr. Mark E. Whitlock Jr., and dynamic First Lady, Reverend Hermia Shagag Whitlock. Congratulations, Pastor and First Lady, for a job well done.